we go, and it's only like,
Just that brilliant.
all right, here's Craig. Craig's here. And it's only like, here's Castaneda. All right, Craig, you tell it. You tell it, man. What just happened that is the Kismet? Here is, look, check. That is the check that was inside this book.
Yeah.
That was down here. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm messing up. Thank you.
Right.
That was down here, and I said, I got to move it to the top of the stack.
Really?
And I go, and Craig is upstairs, right?
Yeah.
Craig is upstairs, and there's my Walmart check from 2014, 3/11/14, and I said, how is that? I got a check for $12.49. Craig is getting ready to walk down to that very Walgreens to get us some milk, some half and half, to have with our coffee that I'm getting ready to make a pot of, and he's getting his phone set with, there he's got it set, boom, to GPS, his walk. Okay, wait, before you take off.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Castaneda.
Yeah, totally.
Let's talk about Don Juan.
All right, so when I met Clark, I went to the Unitarian Universalist Church on Old Shell Road.
Okay.
Back in 1996.
Uh-huh.
I think it was around April. And I had been immersing myself in Carlos Castaneda. And I was friends with a guy named Stephen Damer. And I think he might have introduced it to me. I can't remember, but I remember even my uncle mentioning it a long time ago. Anyway, I started reading all of his books, and I started searching for this separate reality.
That is the second book.
Yeah.
In the series.
Yeah.
He wrote about 10 of them, I think.
Yeah.
Know.
The first one is like a Yaqui way of knowledge or something.
Yeah, that was the one that I went, God, what year did that come out? When was it published?
I think it must have been 68, which is when I was born or something.
68. That was when I was reading first editions then. Wait, what's it say? I usually put the date. I don't put the date on that one, but I get the date I acquired the book, but not the date it's published.
70. Is that 71?
I don't know.
I need my glasses.
Wait, let's see. Copyright 1971 by Carlos Castaneda.
See,
and we thought all of that was anthropology, man.
Yeah, and see, like the first book would probably be like 68 or something.
68. Okay, I would have come into them about 70 when I graduated high school in 70.
Yeah.
Nah, I would have come into them later. I would have come into them sometime in the mid 70s when I was up at Alabama and reading everything I got my hands on. I was devoured books, which kills me now that my eyes are so bad I have a hard time reading. Yeah. But you just said your eyes were bad.
My eyes are bad.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
From reading off the phone, I think.
Yeah.
But I got reading glasses now.
I got some. These are found glasses that actually work for me.
Yeah.
It's goofy, but since I had my cataract surgery, I had 3 prices for the cataract.
Yeah.
This doctor was, I don't know, there's something fishy about that. He says, I can do the regular cataract that Medicaid pays for.
Uh-huh.
Or I can do a little more expensive, $1,200 an eye, computer-generated assisted cataract. Or I can do a third, which is even more expensive. I can install bifocal lenses so that you will have 20/20 vision and you will have 20/20 close-up read. You won't have to wear reading glasses again.
Really?
I said, how much is that? He said, $3,000 an eye. And I said, give me the Medicare free version.
Wow.
And which is just him doing it by himself, and none of the machines. But that always struck me as a little bit what? I don't know, a little bit exploitive, you
Yeah,
know.
for sure.
And all I had, I didn't have a lot of money then because for the last 14 years, I've been living on a dime, man.
You should have got all that done when you were a millionaire.
I know. Well, you know, that's when I got the keratotomy, and I could suddenly go from 2200
Yeah.
to 2020, and I opened my eyes on the day they took the bandages off, and I felt like one of the blind people cured by Jesus. I had a religious experience, man. I could see, you know.
Yeah.
I used to wake up, my glasses would be right there beside my bed, put them on, and they would stay on my nose until I went to bed and took them off and put them right beside. That's how bad my eyes were, you know.
Wow. Yeah. Well, let's finish this story. So.
All right, you got to go get. You got to go. Hey, look, just take the check.
Yeah.
Take the check to Walmart and just show it to them and say, "Look, my friend." No, never mind. I'll do it myself. You don't have to take the check.
So
All right, you know
can
how
it be
you know.
any Walgreens?
Well, the Walgreens you're going to is right there.
I'm saying if you take that to Mobile, maybe you can catch it.
Oh, you're thinking about okay. What we need to talk about this too before you go. You want to catch the train tomorrow? Not Wednesday. No,
yeah.
wait. Tomorrow is Thursday. Thursday the 5th.
Yeah,
that's
right.
a good day. Okay,
know.
I'm all for that. It's on a Thursday. That's my favorite day of the week. You know.
Oh yeah.
That's the day I'm going to die on. I'm going to die on a Thursday. I'm going to take my leave and I'm going to say, fare thee well.
Thursday. Okay.
Thursday.
Anyway,
Right.
so anyway, yeah, I had been reading a lot of Carlos Castaneda,
Oh, yeah. Back to that story.
and
This is like
1996.
1996, and I'm speaking at
You were at the Unitarian Universalist
at
Church.
Walter and his wife's. You know, that's their church.
Oh, that's how
The
you
poet,
got that connection.
the poet Walt. What's his last name? Walt
I did not.
Daring. Walt
Walt
Daring.
Daring.
He was unrecognized.
That.
He was
Oh
an
my
amazing teacher and
Wait,
an amazing
he was
person.
at McGill Tulane, right?
No, he was out at South, man.
Oh, really?
He was a professor of, I don't know, esoteric literature or some crazy thing.
I'm thinking of another. Well, I think I'm.
And his
Daring.
wife Jean Daring.
Yeah.
He was the pastor at this Universalist church.
Okay.
And it was Jean who said, "Clark, come tell about Sage Marg
Wow.
to our congregation." You know, the Universalists. You know, they welcome all kinds of stuff.
It was packed. I was in the back. I was sitting in the back that day. You had just written an article called "What is the Need for a Guru" in the Harbinger.
I did.
Yeah. And see if you can find that article, because that's the article that I first read, and it announced that you were going to be speaking at the Unitarian Universalist Church. So the reason why I read that article, even there's a story there, I had just been hanging out with this high school buddy of mine after college, and we would get wild and drink, and we were drinking on the causeway, and I had jumped off the roof of...
I have a hard time imagining you as wild and doing all kinds of crazy
Well,
things.
I jumped off the
you
roof
seem so
of a
calm
bar
and stable. Okay, go ahead.
in the causeway, on the causeway,
Okay.
and I hurt my ankle. And so I was feeling like shit the next day out at my grandparents' farm. And I picked up that article and I was reading it in the bathroom, and I was like, hey, that sounds kind of true. So then I thought, I got to get out of this up-down cycle, because I'd go to the Catholic Church and I felt like a pink pendulum.
Oh, God,
I
know,
would go to
man.
confession and
Yeah.
I'd feel like, and then I'd go hang out with Damer and we'd get so wild, and then I'd feel like shit the next week, so I was swinging back and forth. So when I read that article, I was like, maybe this will give me some, some stableness,
Uh-huh.
And so I went and I heard you, and you gave a 20-minute little meditation.
A meditation
You gave a 20-minute little meditation
from the pulpit of the.
yeah, after your talk.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
I was a ballsy little guy.
I know. And
I
then
can't believe I
you
did
did.
that.
You was like, I'll give you guys a little taste. And you gave a 20-minute sitting to everybody there.
No way.
And I think that's what did it, man. That, and then the last thing you said is, how do you know this is a path for you? Follow the path with heart.
And now we're back to Castaneda.
And that was a quotation that I had read in Castaneda. And I felt that thing, like you just, when you found this, I felt that, kind of chill, go up your spine or something.
Yeah.
Like that there was something meant for me to hear that at that moment. So then you said, if you're interested, contact me and I'll give you some sittings. So I told Damer about it at the time, but he didn't listen to me. He thought it sounded like something out of Star Trek, Saj Mars.
Star Trek.
And I went and I got 3 sittings, and I was like, yeah, I went back to Damer, Stephen Damer. I was like, yeah, the first sitting I had, I felt like some cold stream flowing through my heart.
Really?
Yeah. I felt
well,
like,
wait, did you come down to, I lived on Crenshaw Street.
Yeah, Crenshaw.
I lived with Sandra at her house.
Yeah. That was where
that was after I'd gotten divorced from Christian's mother. And so Sandra and I met on June, she can give you the exact date. I think it's June 26th in 1992 at the Crossroads.
The Crossroads on Sage Avenue?
No, on the corner of Imogene. No, wait. It might be Sage.
Imogene and Sage.
Imogene is. I think it was Imogene in Florida.
Oh, Imogene
across
in
from the Florida Bowl.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Where
yeah.
Michael's put his.
I know where that is.
You know right where that is.
I know where that
that's
is.
A crazy little. And it's right by the Ruberoid plant that dumps all that stuff into 3 Mile Creek that runs through there.
Oh, really?
We used to go to Ruberoid when I was a kid, man. We'd break in and there'd be stacks and stacks of paper because they made at the Ruberoid. What a name, Ruberoid. They made shingles, asphalt shingles. So they used all this scrap paper there, and we would go in there in those big rows of bales, and it would be like, these things were as tall as this ceiling up here, and we would go there hunting. We were trying to find Playboy magazines. We were like, 12-year-old kids.
Wow.
And so it was the Ruberoid was this forbidden, adult, slightly naughty place that we weren't supposed to, because if the guards caught us in there, they'd, rush us out. And we'd have to cross 3 Mile Creek, which was just at Elizabeth Street in Mobile.
Yeah.
It's just a little trickle. That is the headwaters of Dog River.
Wow.
Dog River is, all the headwaters are the city of Mobile. And then Dog River to the south, beautiful Dog River, which is a little tiny, short, navigable river now, because you run into, as you go up the river, you run into a bridge that has a grate and a jail under it, and you can't get through any further north. So Dog River runs like Mobile Bay is like it's like a funnel. Yeah. Dog River runs like a stem up to the leaf tree, like a trunk of a tree, curved off of the left side of Mobile Bay to Mobile City proper. Yeah, and when I lived down on Dog River, we used to sometimes we would go out under the bridge into the bay from Dog River, and then go up in a little tiny speedboat to the big port of Mobile where all the ships are, and all at the foot of Government Street, watching Mobile from the river. it's a totally different view of our city. We're a just like New Orleans here. It's a seaport, and only New Orleans is a bigger seaport. I guess Galveston's pretty big, but Mobile is Mobile to New Orleans. That's our turf, man.
Yeah.
At least that's my turf.
Yeah.
My heart. That's where my heart. The Mobile, the Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
And a little bit blurring either way on the Florida-Bama line, and then on the Louisiana-Texas line. But Mississippi is totally that Gulf Coast, Biloxi, Bilobatch. No, not Bilobatch. That's Alabama. Bilobatch part of really it's more Mississippi than it is Alabama. You know, in the foot of Mobile. Pascagoula, Gulfport, Biloxi. And there's a little town there called, God, it starts with an L. It's like a crazy little place. I got a guy. I met a guy there, a young guy. And he just befriended me. He thought I was some kind of guru or something, I guess. But he gave me as kind of an offering a sea turtle skull that I had for years. I wish I still had it, but it was a perfect. You know, it was flat. It didn't have the jawbone or anything like that. It was a top, and it was like a perfect, sleek, like an eagle's beak.
Yeah,
that's how it looked. Anyway, what got me off on all that, I have no idea. But you were telling about Castaneda, Universalist Church, coming and getting those sittings.
Yeah,
and your friend not wanting to get the sittings, and. Lord, and I'm recording it all. So, hey, look, this has got to be a Facebook video, okay?
All right.
For permission, thank you. All right. All right. Well, listen, you got to get down to the Walgreens. We're at 17 minutes.
So I'm visiting Clark now from Seoul, South Korea.
Yeah.
And I
used to just see you right here.
I'm on my whirlwind tour across the country in the winter. And it's been here. It's been
something you got to explain to me.
What?
You came first. You flew to Mobile.
Yeah.
You were actually going to fly to New Orleans. Wait a minute. I told you I got my own private journal thing of this.
Yeah, I was supposed to fly directly into into New Orleans the first
All right,
time.
here's my journal, and I discovered that if you go back to page 100. You're at the other Joker, and here I am 14 years ago in India.
You got good handwriting, man.
I'm working on it. Look at this. Can you read that?
Let me see that.
Well, here, check that out.
Oh.
Wow. That was 14. That was look.
Yeah.
This date is 3rd February. That's when you arrived.
Yeah.
That's 2006.
Wow.
And I was in India that's part of my notes from my conversations with Chargy. That's why I said, here, I've got to dictate. I can do that just by talking reading these notes into text. And that's going to speed up this book.
Oh, yeah.
Which is going to be called My Master. After Chardy's famous book. But I'm going to call My Master, In His Footsteps. That's the title of the book, Craig.
Wow.
And it's just, okay, look, this is all my notes from this pad. I had to journal, save them, so I taped them in there.
Oh, Craig a week.
And that's and Craig is read that out loud.
And now it is 7:08 a.m. and upstairs I hear Craig is awakening. So I will stop here.
And so here's Craig at 7:53:33, about to head out to Walgreens.
Yeah, Walgreens.
All right,
I'm gonna
all
go
right,
out
man. Get that,
and,
and I'm going to cut it short here.
Yeah.
We're at 19:59, 20 minutes. Say it. Say so long or something. Sign us off.
I will say, 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요.
That's Korean for
See you later.
alligator.